Welcome to the daily market outlook. We are about to check the charts and see what the market is offering us today. To start off, we are looking at we are looking at XAUUSD or gold. So what we can see on gold at the moment is that we have taken out this low, and we are respecting this low to our left. From there, we've seen what price move to the upside. We've trapped these sellers to the left and induced buyers. So right now, what do we want to do? We want to trap these buyers that are induced to this low, which is 3,800 around. So I believe gold would sell back to this low. But first, we need to see price action within on the lower time frames to see how it's going to go about. At the moment, you can see that we have mitigated to this supply zone to the left, and we can see how we are moving towards the highs. I believe we could see what price moves to the downside a little. Today, maybe we can see an inducement of buyers. Then we see what the shorts back to the lows. Then we can see what the continuation all the way to the downside for gold. So that will be today's direction for gold, and maybe we could see it continue all the way to 3,800. So that will be how it is, but there's a chance that it could buy today all the way to the highs. I think it would be best to enter price action around this time, else when CPI happens, we are going to see a pump in price action all the way to the downside. For EURUSD, starting with the weekly time frame, what we can see is that we have respected this high to the left, which has caused price to move to the downside. We mitigated this zone to the left, and it's what's pushing price to the upside. We won't see EURUSD induced buyers, then we see a sell. So we have this high to the left, where I believe after we run this high out, we could see some sells back to the lows. If we go on the daily time frame, what we can see is that it has the high to the left has caused price to move to the downside. We have this low to the left, where I believe is what our target, and I believe price action is going to reach if we open the 4-hour time frame. What we can see is that we've taken out this high. So what we're expecting is to see an inducement of buyers. After we see that inducement of buyers, I'll look for an entry, then see some shorts back to the lows for EURUSD. Then from there, we could see maybe our longs back to the highs. So for GBPUSD, starting with the weekly time frame, what we can see is that we are respecting the liquidity to the left, and that's caused price to move to the downside. It has then mitigated the zone to the left and moved to the highs, inducing buyers and building liquidity at this low. What I'm expecting price to do is trap these sellers, give us an entry, then come back to the downside for the higher time frame. But when we open price action to the daily, what we can see is that price action is not moving in line with our direction for the higher time frames, but we don't know what price action is going to do. So we are going to just watch what price action will give us. At the moment, on gold for the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is that we have mitigated this high to the left, and we've seen it take out this low. We can see that we have these highs to our left, and I believe we could run this high out and maybe a sell off. Then we could see price range at this point. Then from there, maybe we might see some buys, or maybe continuation to the downside. We need more price action to determine that. When we open AUDUSD, starting with the weekly, what you can see is that we have respected this high. We have built liquidity to the left, and we have moved to the highs and trap these sellers. From there, we are what looking for what sells back to this lows. When we open the daily time frame, what we can see is that what after taking out the high, we have what this low to our left, where we are building liquidity. When we open chart to the 4 hour, we can see that what we are respecting the zone to the left and what's moving to the upside, and what's inducing buyers and trapping sellers. So from there, we want to what see our inducement, and then see what the sell back down to the lows with a nice entry. So that'll be all for today's daily market outlook. See you tomorrow. Bye.